What is folk etymology, and how does it create new words? Imagine hearing a word you've never seen before and trying to make sense of it using words you already know. That's the heart of folk etymology, a fascinating way language changes over time. When people encounter unfamiliar words, especially borrowed ones from other languages, they often reshape them into something more familiar. This process helps us understand and remember words more easily. Folk etymology happens mostly with loanwords, words borrowed from other languages, or with old words whose original parts have become unclear. For example, the word sparrowgrass was created by English speakers from the Greek word for asparagus, which is asparagos. Since asparagos was unfamiliar, people changed it into sparrowgrass, imagining it as a combination of sparrow and grass. This made the word easier to relate to and remember. Another example is chaise lounge, which comes from the French phrase chaise longue. The French longue means long, but English speakers changed it to lounge, a word they knew better. This change made the phrase more understandable and familiar, turning a foreign term into a common English phrase. Folk etymology can also change the meaning of words. The Old English word shamefast, meaning restrained by shame, was altered to shamefaced. The ending fast no longer made sense, so people replaced it with faced, linking it to someone who might blush or show shame on their face. This reinterpretation made the word more relatable and easier to understand. This process is different from just guessing where a word comes from. Folk etymology is about how people actually change words in everyday speech, often without realizing it. They replace unfamiliar parts with familiar ones, creating new words or new versions of existing words. Over time, these changes become part of the language, showing how language naturally adapts through use. So, in simple terms, folk etymology is how people reshape words to make them easier to understand. It's a natural part of how words evolve and from over time. It helps us connect new or strange words to what we already know, making language more accessible and flexible. For example, you might say, I love eating sparrowgrass in the spring, instead of asparagus, because of the folk etymologized version. This process keeps language lively and constantly changing through everyday use.